I'm not surprised how god-awful they are. And I think it's only going to get worse. And I wondered if you guys were willing to have a difficult conversation, which is Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. The rebuild hadn't really started yet. And what I mean is, much like you saw what Jacksonville did and what you saw what Miami did, and sure, what you saw Cleveland do, albeit that's a little bit more in the rearview mirror, you might not be done trading players. And I asked the question, Penei Sewell has been a stud at left tackle. Stud. He's the youngest guy to ever start at left tackle in history. His first 2 weeks, he's been very good. I'm not moving him. Meaning, before the November 7th, David, is what you said, November 7th deadline? Second.
Yep.
Sorry. Before the November 2nd deadline, I'm trading Taylor Decker. Because it's clear he's not going to go to the right side. What could I get for Decker? Oh, God, a 1 and a 3. Easy. Well, what about TJ Hockenson? Now, some of you are freaking out and going, well, he's our best player. Okay. Is he helping you win right now? No.
Nope.
Is he going to help you win next year?
Nope.
No. And by the time he might be able to help you win, you're going to be paying him as the highest paid tight end in NFL history. You will be paying him the better part of $20 million a year. What's the point? Couldn't Hockenson fetch a 1 and a 2? A 1 and a 3? The Lions would have 6 first-rounders, 7 first-rounders the next 3 years? Have a bevy of options? Give Brad Holmes the ability to truly build this thing right? And, oh, by the way, guys, maneuver in the draft? Get more capital? And here's the other thing. We're a quarter of the way through college football. Things change. I know this. Quarter of the way through college football, I wouldn't draft a single QB of the list. Rattler sucks. My guy slinging Sammy Howell, I haven't liked his play this year. Carson Strong is my guy. Hasn't been great. Keaton Slovis is hurt. You're going to need some capital to maybe acquire a QB.
No, the best quarterbacks out there still got a couple of more years. The guy's coming out now.
I'll tell you one thing. Uiagalelei better save that Dr. Pepper money because I do not see a thing from him right now. He has not gone forward.
No, but that's a whole other topic.
I know, and we don't need to go there, but I'm asking you guys the question. Miami, when they were in a similar spot, placeholder at QB, full rebuild, they traded Laramie Tunsil, Pro Bowl left tackle. They traded Minkah Fitzpatrick to David Steelers. Got first-round picks for both of them. Didn't make sense at the time to many people. But in the long term, they're better for it. Are you willing to have that conversation? And if you're not, I need a reason why. And it's not about not liking Taylor Decker or TJ Hockenson. It's about, would you rather get the draft capital and truly let Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell build this thing? Versus what? What are these players going to do for us now and next year? Nothing. And that's not their fault.
But you're thinking rational. You're not thinking like a fan. You're not thinking like a Lions fan.
Because I'm not a loser.
Mike, do
I'm
not
sorry,
call
is this
them
on?
losers.
I
Do not call them losers. Have empathy, my friend. For Lions fans.
Listen, my team started 0-2 8 of the last 9 years. Leave me alone. Take your empathy and blow it out your ass.
Yeah, and once again, you got 2 Super Bowls.
That's a
and
long time ago.
You know it's a long time ago? 1957. That's a long time ago.
Both things can be true.
10 years, 1957.
Both things can be true.
No, they can't.
They can.
No, they can't. You asking, just get over it. I haven't won a Super Bowl in 10 years.
That's a lot for me.
I mean, geez.
David, is 10 years a lot for you?
It's been longer than 10 years for me, so yes,
That's
it
a long
is.
time. You know
Yes.
why? We're winners.
It's been 1994
Winners.
for me. But it's been 1957.
But you were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Nobody in this building was alive. Think about that. When the Lions won the Super Bowl.
Stoney wasn't he? Stoney was alive.
Was
Yeah,
Stoney
Stoney
alive?
was alive. Stoney was alive when Dutch Clark was in his 10th year.
Hey, Dutch. Hey, could you sign this? Yeah. Hey,
Stoney was doing afternoons. What was he doing? The night show with
Dutch,
George Michael.
Dutch, what are you doing after the game? What are you doing after the game, Dutch? You want to go hang out? Get a couple beers?
He was calling baseball games with Jimmy Cannon. All right. David. That was more acceptable in the 40s. David, take a text and we go to the Lions fans. Where is that? There you go.
That was more acceptable in the 40s, too.
I'm just going to – you guys are talking about trading.
Pronunciation of a roast beef dipping sauce is still – it's one of the worst mispronunciations ever.
You guys are talking about trading all-star caliber players for a chance to draft players like them. LMAO. Thank God we have Holmes.
Yeah, LMAO. You're right. You mean like you did with your quarterback?
It's an all-star player playing on a bad team. Eventually, it wears on them.
Sign
C. Johnson.
This always happens, too. Every time we do this, you get the Dunder Mifflin line of thinking and like, the Tigers rebuild. Oh, the Pistons rebuild. Oh, the Wings. Well, why do you want to trade? Well, you hope to get a player as good as that guy. Then what should we do? Stay on this track where we're not going to win anything and we're going to waste their primes? Or do we try it a different way? Guys, I support Brad Holmes. And I'm going to give Dan Campbell as much of a chance as I can, even though not a huge fan. The point is, I've seen it done in other towns. Like, what are we doing? Listen, if Hockenson played quarterback, I'm not having this conversation. You don't even have your franchise quarterback yet. Why am I worried about who my tight end is?
True.
You replace Taylor Decker without knowing it. Well, then what am I going to do? I'm not. If Sewell goes out against the Ravens this weekend and stacks another great performance, I'm not moving him.
Yeah, here's the other thing is you're thinking about what if your franchise QB comes here and likes another receiver and doesn't really throw the ball to Hock that much, even though Hock is all that. Because quarterbacks have their favorite guys. We all know that. So, yeah, don't lock yourselves into paying these guys a ton of money and you're not winning. That's where it doesn't make any sense.
I need more picks because this defense does not have a single human being on it that I would keep.
If you're close to 8 wins, if you were
minus the 2 young D tackles who haven't played long enough for me to evaluate.
But if you're at 7 victories, okay, you have a different way of thinking. Once again, you may not win 7 games in the next 2 years. That's the reality of it. So why are you holding on to expensive pieces? Sell them. Seriously.
Do what Miami did. Do what Jacksonville did. Do what Cleveland did.